Hey guys, this is going to be a little bit of a more this is going to be a little bit of a more unscripted video, and I'm going to be answering y'all's questions. So here we go. Dataism asks, do you have a day job, and are you planning to make YouTube a full-time career? I'm currently a student, and hopefully probably not though. I got backup plans, no worries. What does my end goal of YouTubing look like? Financial freedom, and I could just turn on the video, spit whatever shit I want, get 100,000 views. Will I ever make a 30 minutes plus video if the ROI is high enough? Yes. Not now. If you could, what strict guidelines would you place on games for them to legally call themselves indie, such as budget or team size or both? This is from at Stan Doan 536. Personally, I don't really give a shit. I'm an old school gamer. I'm the type of motherfucker to play some Madden 2K and then switch to some shit like Disgaea or Final Fantasy Tactics and switch to Undertale. Just play the games that you want to play, and stop using labels in order to determine the worth of a game. Have you actually made a game yet at any point on any platform? And if you haven't, when do you plan/do you plan to make a game? No, I have not made a game yet at any point on any platform, and I don't necessarily plan to make one because I'm just not talented enough or like have the skill to be making my own game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, direct the game maybe eventually, but make my own, hell no. Keep it going. Thanks, Gwen. Do you have any mobile game experience? No. I've been making one for the past year, and you seem to have landed on a lot of the same conclusions as me. If not, what is my take on it? Mobile games, you have to address the fact that your user base is going to be hundreds of times bigger than any sort of PC or console player base that will play your game, but the average revenue per user is probably going to be much lower. So you have to plan for microtransactions and ads and how to monetize that shit correctly. What types of combat genres for indie games you like the most? I don't know if this means like PvP. I guess like fighting games. I like indie fighting games. You know what? Rivals of Ether, Ultra Fight Decounted 2, that Hollow Life fighter, them's fighting herds. I play a lot of them. What's my favorite gaming experience/games? Final Fantasy Tactics is the greatest game of all time. Here's watch your most unfair turn in gaming video. By the way, FlipGale5727, Madu Gomez, Jardin7563. At IDK-07U, recently watched your most unfair term in gaming video, and I agree with it a lot. Great vid. I'd like to hear a definitive meaning of an indie game from you to understand your perspective, and as in a meaning of a so-called indie game that is definitely not indie. See, the thing is, is that indie is one of those esoteric terms like AAA, where it kind of just means a game I like, or more like game you should like and game you should not like. That's what the term is kind of used for nowadays. Usually means a game's without a publisher, but game development is very difficult, so most games will have a publisher even if the development team is very small. That's just the reality of it, okay? Like, I don't think we should like demonize games or give goodwill to games because they don't have a publisher or they have a publisher. Uh Although I really don't like Devolver Digital because I was gonna make a video on this, but I'm just gonna turn this into a tirade. Devolver Digital really pisses me off as a game company because what they do is that they try to profit, try to look some cool anti-corporatism, anti-AAA shit. I can buy stocks of you. I can be a shareholder, brother. What are you are public? You had an IPO of 900 billion. Mind you, they lost 90% of their IPO value. It's now like $100 million. 90% of your company's value went poof, ladies and gentlemen. So, how did I conceive this idea to create these types of videos? From croissants are Austrian, actually. They're so interesting. The thing is, a lot of gaming YouTube is either just like grifters or let's players, and like games are art video essay circle jerkers. So I wanted to make my own type of content that's less underserved, where I actually examine gaming as a product. Because, ladies and gentlemen, games are products. Everything is a product. This is a luxury product. How did I learn all this valuable info? Are you experienced in the industry, or do you just read good info sources? Bit of both. Bit of both. I talk to a lot of indie game devs. I mean, you could just like DM some of them. They'll give some answers. You know, uh, I do read a lot on stuff like how to sell your game, and game developer, and those are really insightful places to learn. I also just like search up shit. DataZoo, SteamDB. There's a lot of data out there on games on the internet. Are there actually any good mobile games? I mean, if they're fun, go for it, man. Like, like we as a community need to stop shitting on games for shit they can't control. Like, if the greatest game of all time was a mobile game, would y'all be saying that? Like, because like Eternium, that's a great mobile game. Dungeon Quest, hella fun. That's just a better dungeon crawler than Diablo 4. Let me say that for real. I'm trolling. Favorite guilty pleasure game? Mine's is Time Spinner. What the fuck is a Time Spinner? How is this a guilty pleasure game? This game looks fucking awesome. What? How is this a guilty pleasure? Y'all, I'm wishlisting this. Hold on. Wait. It's 75% off. I might just buy this shit. I'm not even a fan of Metroidvanias. How is that a guilty pleasure game? That game is awesome. But I don't know. I mean, I don't have a game that I feel guilty for enjoying. Why are my videos presentations? Because they're easy to make. Do you think we'll make it as in the species of humankind? Fuck yeah. I mean, I am one of those overly cynical bums. Do you generally think that gaming has been ruined? It has never been a better time to be a gamer. Honestly, you guys have so much. Gaming is the most consumer-sided industry of all time. These are luxury products that are constantly on discount. You can pirate, you can emulate, you have so much shit to do. I'd honestly think that the game industry needs to be more anti-consumer. I'm trolling. But like, yeah, I feel like there's like a lot of leverage that consumers have that hurts developers. Of course, small developers the most, instead of like the big conglomerates that everybody wants to circle jerk about. But anyway, we're gonna go to my 500 subs one. I really didn't expect to like blow up that fast. What were my thoughts on the Game Awards? Somebody pick up that phone because I fucking called it. I made that video before the Game Awards dropped. Hit that Babe Ruth. Oh shit! Y'all got shit on. Speed round with you saying a sentence or two on what you think of as many gaming genres as you can think of, and if you like them or not. Shout out to Dadaism, watching all my videos. I see you comment on my videos. You the real MVP. RTS, JRPG, MOBAs. I fucking love that shit. Fighting games, I love that shit. Sports, I love that shit. Only shit I really don't like is like Metroidvanias and like Souls games. That's the only genres that I'm not really like fond of. And even then, I have games that I enjoy in those genres. I just like good games. Another question would be, why did you make your channel? Exactly. I said it previously, but a lot of gaming content is just crap. Just like circle jerks about AAA bad wokeness. Mind you, what the fuck is wokeness anyway? Like, I add a black person to my game. We woke now? Shit, I'm woke as fuck, man. Do you watch anime? Yes. If yes, what's your favorite one? GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka. Cross promotions. Which one would you recommend for indies? Cross promotions. What are we talking about for cross promotions? Because there's a lot of promotions. Oh, you mean like content creators? The fuck is this? Get this shit on my face. Yeah, that's a question I can't know. Do I like Pokemon? Fuck no! Fuck no. None of the Pokemon games are good. I'll say it right here, right now. This is my hottest take. None of the Pokemon games are good. Y'all were just young. They were always trash JRPGs, and I fucking love JRPGs. What's my favorite and least favorite game slash game franchise? Final Fantasy is my favorite game franchise. My least favorite game I mean, I don't have a game franchise that I hate that much. You know. Thoughts on Dota? W game, my favorite multiplayer game, and oh yeah, I did this because my video was trash. But anyways, yeah, guys, thank you for asking a crap ton of questions. I hope that I answered all of them well, and I'll see you guys next time. And I'm out. Peace. Out. Oh yeah, I was playing Disgaea 5. That game's good, you guys. You should play it. And yeah, for real. Peace.